Hello and welcome. I'm Tauni at Yoga 413, and today we're going to be doing a Yoga Sculpt class. Combines yoga and weights, and I've also included some cardio bursts to get your heart rate up. I recommend having 3 or 5 pound weights. I'm using 5 pounds today. I also have a towel and some water because I'm expecting some sweat. So when you are ready, get everything it is that you need, and let's get started. So we're going to begin today's class standing near the top of your mat, coming into mountain pose, Tadasana, feet hip distance apart. Rotate those palms forward, take a nice big breath in, lift your shoulders, round them back, exhale, release. Just take a moment here to begin to firm the muscles in your legs. Connect to your breath. Then on your next inhale, reach your arms up. Bringing the palms together, exhale down through the heart center. So just beginning our class, inhaling and exhale, some nice long, deep yoga breaths. Again, inhale and exhale. Reach those arms up. Let's take that right hand down to the side and reach across for a nice side body stretch. Then reach your arms up over your head. Exhale to the other side. Bring it back up. Take your hands to your low back. Let's do a gentle back bend. Just take your eyes up. Begin to open up your chest, drawing the elbows in. Then bring those eyes back forward. Take your hands to your thighs as you bend your knees. Let's do some standing cow and cat. Just to begin to warm up the back, all the muscles around the spine. So as you inhale, I just want you to open up that chest, lengthen through the tailbone, exhale, tuck and round. Again, just moving with your breath, just slowly starting to warm up this body, getting ready for our class. Now go ahead and find a neutral spine. Keep those knees nice and bent. Begin to hinge forward. Placing the belly on the thighs, we're going to come into our first forward fold with bent knees. And just start to awaken those hamstrings. Again, never forcing a stretch. Just begin to feel. And then let's come into ragdoll pose, curling your elbows in the opposite palms. And gently just begin to sway side to side. Then find stillness here in the center. Let's take the hands to the shins, lengthen the spine for your half lift. And then as you exhale, come back into that fold. Step back to plank pose, shoulders over wrist, fingers spread wide. Feet are hip distance apart, then lift those hips up for your first down dog. And let's begin to just pedal out our feet. Stretching into the calves all down the backside of the body. And then find stillness, find your down dog pose. On that next inhale, just draw forward into plank, shoulders over wrist. Exhale, lift those hips up and back, down dog. Again, inhale, coming forward. Exhale, lifting up and back. One more time, inhale forward, and exhale back. Let's look to the top of your mat and step your feet forward. Take a half lift, lengthen your spine, and then fold. On your next breath, inhale, reach your arms up over the head, bringing the hands to the heart center, Samasthetihi. Inhale, reach your arms up. Swan dive into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, and fold. Step your feet back to plank pose. Let's drop the knees to the mat, shift slightly forward and lower all the way down. Tops of the feet are into the mat. Lift the chest for a cobra pose. Exhale, tuck those toes, lift those hips back up, down dog. Looking forward, step to the top of your mat. Lengthen the spine, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up to stand strong with a flat back, bringing the hands to the heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up. Swan dive, fold forward. Inhaling, half lift, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Stepping back to our plank pose. Option this time to just keep the knees up off the mat. Shift forward halfway down, low push-up position. Flip the feet over, straighten those arms for up dog. Cobra is your option. Exhale, downward facing dog. So always remember to make this class your own. If you need your knees down, if that back starts to become swayed in any way, please drop to the supported position. Looking forward, step to the top of your mat, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach up, rise up. Hands to the heart center. So hopefully starting to feel a little warmer. Let's try that one more time through. Reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine, lengthen. And fold. Stepping back to your plank pose. Shift forward, low push-up, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a few breaths here. Just check in. Now look forward, step once again to the top of your mat. This time bend your knees, sit your hips back, chair pose, reaching the arms up over the head. On that next inhale, rise up, arch back. Let's open up our chest. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Lengthen the spine, half lift. Plant the hands, step back to chaturanga, lowering into that low push-up. Upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Sweep your right leg up, one leg dog. Knee through chest, step that foot forward, and rise up to warrior lunge. Take a moment here to find your pose, knee over ankle, and then press back through that back heel. Take the hands down to the mat, step back to down dog. Sweeping the left leg up, stepping forward, warrior lunge. Again, and I'm always going to give you time that first time through to really find your pose. Take the hands down to the mat, step back to down dog. Look forward, step or float to the top of your mat, and fold. Dropping your hips, sit back into chair pose. Hands to heart center. Let's reach up, arch back, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant those hands, step or float back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, down dog. Lifting that right leg up, one leg dog. Step it forward. Rise up for warrior lunge. Taking the hands down to the mat, step back for plank. Optional, flow through the half series. You can always just go to down dog. Sweeping that left leg up and back. Step it forward. Rise up. Find warrior lunge. Be sure your shoulders are aligned over your hips. You're not leaning forward. Take the hands down. Optional half series flow. Hold here. Just take some nice long deep breaths. So we're going to start to introduce some balance now. I want you to lift that right leg up, one leg dog. Step the foot forward. And then lift the back leg for your standing split. Start to rebend that forward knee, step back, go into your warrior lunge. Bringing the hands down to the mat, step back, plank pose. Holding in our plank, we're going to build a little bit of heat. I'm going to start to add a little bit more core work into this series. Lift for down dog. Sweeping that left leg up and back. Step that foot forward, right into your standing split. So lift that back leg. Start to bend and reach that foot back for your lunge. Crescent lunge, warrior lunge. Ooh, falling over a little bit there. Taking the hands down to the mat, step back for your plank pose. Breathe here. Lift those hips up, downward facing dog. So let's learn our flow, and then we're going to start to add some weight. So look forward, bring the feet to the top of your mat. Drop your hips, sit back into chair. Inhale, rise up, arch back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Sweep that right leg up. Step it forward, right into your standing split. Keep that back leg lifted. Breathe here. Step that foot all the way back for your warrior lunge. So we're going to start to add on here. Open to warrior two. So the back heel drops. Lean forward. We're going to come into supported angle. Rise up, reverse your warrior, reach back. Now rise up, straighten your forward leg. We're going to reach forward and go right into triangle pose. Be sure you're aligned over your front leg. So we're practicing all of our alignments before we add the weights. Take the hand down to the mat, lift your back heel. You're going to come into a low lunge position, holding here. Now you're going to give me a gentle twist. So take that right arm up, drawing the belly towards that inner thigh. So now you have a big transition. You're going to step that front foot back all the way into side plank. If you need support, remember to drop your bottom knee to the mat. Find your balance. Bring the hand down. Optional vinyasa flow. Good job. Take a moment here, always taking a little bit of time to check in with how your body's doing. Lift that left leg up and back. Step the foot forward, right into your standing split. Kick it up. Bend that forward knee, reach back. Warrior lunge. So here's where we add on. Open up to warrior two. Shoulders over hips. Lean forward, supported angle. Begin to lift up, reverse your warrior, reach that arm back, lightly touching that back leg. Then begin to lift and straighten, coming into triangle pose. Reach forward, lengthen, turn your gaze up. Take that hand down. We're going to come into that runner's lunge, so lift that back heel up. Then a gentle twist, left arm up. So here's that big transition. You're going to step back to side plank, stacking the feet, or you can always keep them separate if that's better for you. Just be sure you have a line, wrist through shoulders. Always want to be careful with that shoulder joint, and sometimes people put their arm too far out, so be sure it's right underneath you. Take it down to plank, optional vinyasa flow. So now let's add the weights to that series. Lift your right leg up. Step it forward. The weights are close by. Go ahead, we're just going to use them as a prop this time, right into your standing split. So you can prop them up if that's better for you, or keep them down. So we're going to bend both knees, and I want you to cross that lifted leg behind the standing leg and then straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Keep going. You don't have to be with me as far as your pace goes. Just do your best. Do what works for you. You have about 8 more. Bend and straighten. Bend, squeeze, lift. Squeeze, lift. Good. Keep going. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. You know what comes next. Step back. Bring your weights with you. Come up for your warrior lunge. Right here, you got a bicep curl. How is that forward leg doing? When you're ready, bicep curl and lunge right here. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. You're doing a great job. Keep it going. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, I lost my balance. 6, 5, 4, good. Last 2, you've got this. Bring the weights to the chest, open up into warrior 2. Good, bring those hands right here in front of you. Upright row. Start with the arms, and then when you're ready, straighten when you lift the arms. Good. Be sure that toes are going straight forward. As you do this, you don't want it collapsed in. Keep going, 8 more. Last 4 if you're with me, let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Put both weights into that left hand. Come into your supported angle. You're going to reach for the floor. You're going to rotate, chest to face the floor. Pull up. Rotate. Pull. Rotate. Pull. Good. So I had you double up the weights. The back is a large muscle group. If it's too intense, obviously, put one weight down. Keep it going. Let's go. Last 4, 3, yes you can, 2, and 1. Rise it up, straighten that forward leg. If you're like me, you need a little bit of a break. Rebend it. 1 weight in each hand. Press it all the way up for reverse warrior. So I want you to turn the palm away from the body, elbows right in at the head. Start to give me a tricep press. So you're making a 90-degree angle across, like on top of the head. Keep going. Working that tricep. Back of the arms. No flabby arms. Keep it going. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Triangle pose is next. If you need to adjust your stance, adjust it. Reach over into your triangle pose. 1 arm is up. Go ahead and come all the way up. Give me a front raise over that leg. So oblique crunch and lift. So if keeping the top arm over the head is too intense, bring it to your waist. That is always an option. You can bring it down here if you need to. Down and lift. Be sure you're not falling forward or back. Stay aligned. Remember, our triangle pose in yoga is all about alignment. Good. Keep going. We are almost there. Last 2. Keep that arm strong and straight if it's over your head. Let's do 1 more. Good job. Bring the weights to the chest, pivot. We're going to come into that low lunge right here. No weight needed. Just give me a twist. Just take that right hand up for just a breath. Good. Take it down. Now we're going to go to that side plank, so you don't want the weights just yet. Plant that left hand, step back for your side plank. So I'm going to show you without the weights. We're going to add a rotation and press. So if you want to add the weight, add it. Twist and lift, twist and lift. Only 4 more. 4. Last 2. Last 1. Good job. Drop your knees to the mat. Go ahead and bring the weights with you. Come up onto your knees. Hammer curl to press. Right here, hammer curl to press. Press it over. So your palms are facing each other. Throughout this segment right here, through these 2 exercises, biceps and shoulders, keep it going. And again, if you have a heavier weight, you are probably going slower than me. And lighter, maybe you're going faster. Just control the weight. You don't want to be swinging it. Good. Let's do 2 more. Last 1. Good job. Let's put the weights near the top of your mat. Lift up into downward facing dog. Find your pose. All right, so we have a little cardio segment coming up here. I want you to step to the top of your mat. Bend your knees, safely pick up your weights. Turn to face the long edge of your mat. So I'm going to give you some options here. I'm going to use my weights. They're going to be here at my chest. I want you to just start to do side-to-side squats. So this is level 1. And you could also do level 1 with no weights if it becomes too much. So now keep going as I talk to you. Keep going with those side-to-side lunges. I'm not forgetting about you. I just need to wipe the sweat. It is warm in the studio. Keep going. Keep going. So you can always pick up your tempo, right, and keep it low impact. Or we're going to do 16 jump squats in and out. Keep the knees bent. Looks like this. Out and in. Join me if you wish. There's 16. 15. Come on. Bringing this heart rate up. 9. Come on. Last 8. 7. You could put down the weights if you needed to. 6. 5. Feel those legs. 2 and 1. You did it. Carefully put these weights down. Get a drink if you need it. I need it. And then we're going to do the other side. All right, so let's wipe the sweat. If you're like me, you're sweating. We're going to repeat that all on the other side. All right, so you know what's coming. Do your best, as always. Hope you guys are feeling good. Let's do it. Reach your arms up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Lengthen. Step or float back to chaturanga. Upward facing and downward. Woo. Are you ready? Lift that left leg up and back. Step it forward. Keep those weights close. Standing split. Kick it up. Now bend both knees, cross behind, and kick. Bend and straighten. Keep it going. About 8 more to go. Come on, 8. This is a booty burner. Let's go. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it back. Bring those weights with you. Keep them at your sides. Come into that lunge position. When you're ready, bicep curls. And then add the lunge, down and up, down and up. Bend both knees and straighten. Bend and straighten. Let's go, 8 more, come on, 8. Got to keep it even on both sides. Good, let's do 4, come on. Awesome job. Open up to warrior 2. Weights in front of you. You saw it the first time. Upright row, lead with the elbows. Then start to straighten as you lift the arms. Eight more. 7. 4, come on. 3, getting stronger. And 1, both weights into that right hand. Supported angle pose. Reach down, rotate, pull back. Reach, pull. Lead with that elbow, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift. Yes, you can. Keep moving. 2 and 1. Bring it on up. Straighten that leg. Reverse warrior. 1 weight in that top hand. Elbow close to the head. Tricep extensions. Keep that forward knee bent. Isometric hold, getting that lower body stronger, just holding it up. Let's go. Palms facing away from you, remember. Elbow close to the head. Last 3, 2, and 1. We go into triangle pose, straighten, careful not to hyperextend that knee, reach it over, triangle, triangle lifts, come up, front raise, down, front raise, down, squeeze, lift, up, let's go. Almost there, guys. Keep it going. Last 4. Keep that top arm strong and straight if it's lifted. Let's go. Last 2. And 1. Awesome job. Bring the weights to the chest. Pivot. Come into that low lunge. Take that right hand to the mat. Left arm up. Twist. From here, side plank. Woo, I almost lost my balance. So you can stay here, rotate and open with or without the weight. If you need support, bottom knee comes down. You're doing amazing. Just keep going and lift. You are strong. Keep pushing that mat away from you. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Drop your knees to the mat. Bring the weights with you as you come into a kneeling position. So pick up those weights up nice and tall. So this time the palms are going to face away. You're going to bring them up to your chest, then rotate the palms away from you. Rotate back down and curl. Curl, rotate and press. Good. Rotate and press. And obviously, if this doesn't work for you, do the hammer curl to press with the palms facing in. If not, add that rotation and press. Keep those core muscles nice and firm. All right, let's do it. 4 more. 2, and 1. Good job. Let's bring those weights forward to the top of your mat, out of the way. Lift those hips up into downward facing dog. So we have one more cardio segment to do. We're going to do it without weights. I want you to step to the top of your mat and come up, reach your arms up over your head. Bring the hands to the heart. All right, guys, here we go. You're going to stay facing this direction, hands right here at the waist or wherever you need them. We're going to start alternating some reverse lunges. So this is just going to be right here. Be sure knee over ankle, both knees are bending. I'm picking up your pace here. So obviously you control the pace, but the point is to get your heart rate up. So typically that means moving a little bit faster. So keep going with that. I'm going to count you down. You can stay right here, or we're going to do some jump switch lunges if you wish. So you choose, switch, switch, pick it, and pick it. Last 10, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo-wee. Heart rate is up on that one. Take a moment, get a drink, wipe the sweat. We're going to finish up here with some core work down on your mat. All right, quick drink of water for me. If you're waiting on me, I'm sorry. I want you to sit back into a chair pose. Just hold chair. Be sure you're taking some nice long deep breaths. Hands to the heart, chair pose, lift into balancing chair. We're going to work our way down on the mat. Start to bend those knees, drop those hips. Take your hands to the floor if you need them. If not, roll down, end up in boat pose. That heart rate's going to start to slow, but we're not quite done with our work yet. Not quite. Take the hands down, fingers face your feet. Incline tabletop, press it up. Drop the hips to the mat. You're going to take the soles of your feet together and we're going to roll it down. We're going to keep our legs in butterfly position. We're going to do some butterfly crunches. Interlace the hands behind the head. Exhale, lift. Inhale, come down. Lift, lower, squeeze, lower. Try to keep that low back, pressing down into the mat, belly pressing down. Squeeze, lift. Good. Keep it going. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift those knees up. Bring the knees right over the ankles. Press your hips up into a bridge pose. Gently walk those shoulders together. Drop the hips. Legs are going to go straight up this time. Hands behind the head. You're going to take your right elbow towards the left knee. Come back to center, but try to stay lifted. Then switch, center, switch, center. So you can stay right here, lifting one shoulder higher than the other, or as you twist, drop the opposite leg. Twist, 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 twist. 8, come on. 7, keep those shoulders lifted. Legs strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees into the chest. We're going to start to slow it down a little bit now. You've worked hard. Let's get some benefits of some deep, relaxing stretches after one more bridge pose. Press those hips up. This time, option to interlace your hands. Really open up the chest, the shoulders, as you press the hips up. Let's release the hands, release the hips. Let's do a hip stretch. Let's cross right ankle over left knee. Reach through for your figure four, grabbing on behind the thigh or up onto the shin. Really reconnect to that breath. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Release that grip, extend the right leg up, wherever you can grab. And I just want you to gently feel a nice stretch all down the back of the leg into that hamstring. Let's bring the foot back to the ground. Let's switch sides, cross left over right, flex that foot, reach through, start to stretch into the hips. Release and extend the left leg up, coming into that hamstring stretch. Again, never forcing, just want you to feel that stretch in the hamstring. Bring that foot to the ground, extend your arms over the head, extend your legs, point the toes, take a big stretch here. Inhale, lengthen the body. Then pull that right knee into the chest and start to circle that ankle. One direction and then the other. Now give that knee a nice pull down. Keep lengthening through that left leg. And then cross it over into your spine twist, keeping both shoulders connected to the mat. And if it's comfortable, turn your gaze down the right arm. Rolling back onto your back, extend arms overhead, big stretch, and then pull that left knee in and start to do some circles with the ankles a few times in each direction. And then gently just give that knee a nice pull down, extending through that right leg. Drop it into your spine twist. Rolling back onto your back, hug your knees into the chest. Let's do happy baby pose today. So lifting the ankles up over the knees, either grabbing behind the thighs or up to the big toes. Gently pull down. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Go back into butterfly position, reclining butterfly. Just take your hands, place them on your midsection. Close your eyes. And notice the rise and fall of the belly with every breath. You have worked hard. Let's slow down, relax. Nice deep breaths. And now, probably the most important pose of the class is Shavasana. You've worked hard, so let's take a moment to just rest, extending the legs a little wider than the hips, palms up, eyes closed. Let's just practice staying right here in the present moment. Just you and your breath. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Start to take some awakening breaths and begin to move your fingers, your toes, ankles and wrists. Then when you feel ready, bend your knees, roll to that right side into that fetal position. Take a moment to acknowledge gratitude for the body you've been given. And then help yourself up to have a seat on your mat. You did amazing. I hope you feel amazing. Hopefully worked up a little bit of a sweat. Let's reach your arms up over the head. Bringing the hands to the heart center. From my heart to yours, namaste. Have a blessed day. Thank you again for joining me for class.